Okay, Eden Crafters. Well, so far we found some diamond crystals. I've made some, crafted some, I can't remember what they're called now. The things you make from diamond crystals, and did a few other things, some sulfuric acid and what have you. And I made this, a DNA replicator. Woohoo, I thought. What wonderful things will happen here. And we go in, have a look, and this is what it does. It gives you tree saplings, which you can collect or make. Uses up organic and uses up sulfuric acid. And then you have a tree sapling. So I have no idea what you do with these. So let's just have a wander outside. And tab, we'll take tree sapling. Now what do I do with a tree sapling? Okay, so it's now in my menu to use. Oh, sod off. Right, so let's go here and... Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool. I can be Johnny Appleseed. I can go around just planting trees. Okay, I guess that's more fun than I thought it might be. Well, okay, let's do that then. Let's chuck you in. Grow you. And grow you. Oh, okay. Oh, that's really kind of cool. I like that. I can do gardening now. Hey! I can do gardening. But anyway, right. I was getting a bit grumpy at the end of the last one. Lack of food, sugar level low. Was really losing the will to live. But no, I'm really happy I can do gardening. I have no idea where I live. It's just normal Friday night for me. I have no idea where I live. I've only been there 50 years. Still have no idea where I live. Right. Come on, in you go. Now, what we're going to do now is... Q. We are going to go and have a crack at the radiation and and we're going to power it. So, we now have... somewhere in here... There. We have a radiation absorber. Now we need a hell of a lot of composite beams. Now composite beams, I might set this up because I think we're going to be using a hell of a lot of composite beams. Right, I've just spent the last 45 minutes automating composite beams, advanced gears. I think I made a few fast rotors. We've automated gold wire and probably a couple of other things. Made some more sulfuric acid. So now we're off to the radiation area where we mine our uranium, if we can get this ship to fly correctly, to build a radiation control tower. Now I have worked out how to fly this ship properly. And the best way to do it is to just leave the mouse alone, just use the WASD keys, fly forwards. You will automatically go to the back of the ship to get this view, and that's all you do. So it's just up, down, left, right, and it takes all of this chaos out of the controlling it. Anyway, we're coming in. And we're going to shoot straight past our uranium mines, which we can see are right below us there on the map. And we can now see our wind turbine in front of us, which is meant to be our marker, which we fly straight past, of course. So we'll circle round and we'll head back up to the mine. And we'll get on with installing the radiation control tower. And then that will pretty much be it. This is a much shorter segment was recorded. I have cut about an hour and a half out of the original recording, just to try and keep the pertinent bits in there for you. Anyway, here we are, and I guess we'll just get on with building what we need to build. Though this was originally recorded as a separate episode, it's probably going to be tagged on to the beginning of the next episode because it's only 16 minutes now. So, yes, anyway, in-game dialogue will come back in about 30 seconds or so. So I'll pass me back over to me. Okay, so we now seem to have a geothermal plant working and a radiation. And we'll take a little shot of that. And so what are the statistics on this then? Let's have a look. Power radiation's 83%. 100%. $650 megawatts, total in network 1,377, batteries 100%, 300 megawatts, providing 100% of 1,150 megawatt demand. Okay, so that guy's pretty much looking after. We can set up a pretty major base round here. And we go over to our base. Alright, so we come in here. Right, so let's quickly pop in a planet thingy, what's it, McDoobry. That's the fella. Material analyzer. I can't see the point of one of those at the moment. One of those. Bang. You can go there in the boring bit. And I'll put a desk here. Cute. Desk. Nice. Put you on the ground. Move it there. And cute. Let's build a screen. On screen, put you in the center. So let's have a look at this. Planet analyzer. Okay, so that number's going up. That's a good thing. Is that making the map look any different? Popped it right in the middle. Oh, it's quite interesting how the heat dispersion has really calmed down up there in the top right hand corner. That's good. Build a radiation absorber in a radioactive area planet to cleanse at least 200 CII. Right, well I'm on track for that, so hopefully I'll be able to spot large diamond deposit. I have no idea why I want them, but it seems to be the thing to do. An atmospheric control tower, central regulating the planet's atmosphere, including gas composition and air pressure. Sounds fun. Up to 130. No rush to go anywhere at the moment. I'm kind of tired. I'm going to finish. As soon as I hit those objectives, that's it. I'm done for the night. Let's have a look at you. Monitoring screen. The monitoring screen is completely flipping useless. It really is useless. It does nothing. Look at this, down here. That's all starting to warm up. We've got to be having some effect. Only 20 kilometres. Well, that's 70 kilometres. Well, that doesn't make any sense. They're not reporting correctly. So that area. It shouldn't take too long to do this now. Planet analyzer 162. I'm gonna sit back and watch this stuff. It's not a lot else I can do around here, is there? Well, I suppose I could just go out. Well, I could just walk straight into a brick wall, or I could walk into a brick wall, or I could walk outside. I know, all these options available to me. Brick wall, or outside. How much fun is that? Not going to do it. I really don't need any more uranium for anything, do I? Is there a diamond mine hiding around here anywhere? It has to be somewhere. I mean, I haven't tripped over one yet. It's amazing. Any more diamonds yet? I haven't found any so far. Come on. Where's that bloody great hole there? Oh, I thought I might have built something there at some point. I don't think I did. Oh well. Keep running around, just in the vague hope that there's a diamond mine, you know. Every prospector? Right, so now I can see where diamond mines are. Not got. Well, supposedly I can now see diamond mines. What colour is a diamond mine then? They're going to be down here, aren't they? Of course they are. Quartz. So now we can actually see large we can actually prospect for them. So let's get back to our house. So, what does it take? So what do I need for an atmospheric control tower? $200 composite beams. I have 103. A laser emitter. I have a lot of those. Well, that's not difficult to do. That's not difficult to do at all. 5,000 megawatts, not difficult at all. If I want to build another. Okay, well that's not a problem. None of that's a problem. Let's have a look then. Thoughts? Diamond. There's the large diamond deposit. And there's... That's quartz. Diamond. It's in the cold sector. Knew it would be. Yeah. Put a little ring on you. Quartz. So there's the diamond. Well, we've got to go and find it, haven't we? Large quartz. Diamond. It's right there. Oh, we better go down and pop a cork in that. Can I pop another? Do I have enough to do another climate control tower? Climate control tower. Climate regulator. Steel alloy thermal regulator. Yeah, I can do it. Right, so we're going to go and get that. Anyway, okay, so we know we've got diamonds down here in the polar region, so I've come on down here. I've skipped out the journey just to save a bit of time in the video. So we're now going to go and look for said diamonds, set up diamond mines, storage, etc, etc. So let's go and see what we can see. Oh, I forgot to do an in-game commentary on this one, so all of this is overdubbed. So my apologies if it feels a little bit out of sync. Now, I think the diamonds were round here somewhere, I seem to remember. Not very far away. Obviously, there's our climate control tower that we set up previously. And we should be getting close now. A fair way to go. And, of course, it's still pretty cold here. Shame we didn't actually make any personal heaters. Now, you can make personal heaters. They're the next option in the assembly bench, next to the personal coolers. I never bothered to make them. To be honest, I never noticed them when I was... Oh, completely missed. So, come on, turn around. Let's go back. Getting a bit too lost in my own thoughts there. So... I guess here we are. Okay, it's here somewhere. So let's get out and have a little look round. So I think that was amethyst, iron. No, we don't want that. Got diamond on the ground. Yep, that's a good sign. Come on, it's got to be here somewhere. Should be right on top of it. No, no, come on. Here somewhere. Oh, what's that? No. Cobalt. Don't want cobalt. More cobalt. Yeah. We're getting freezing to death now. What's this? That looks like a large diamond deposit. So excellent. Let's set up a base then and settle in and do a bit of mining. So we'll plonk the base in, and we'll need a bunker because the little house will just crumble because it's still very, very cold here. Put you there. And okay. Right, let's set up a digger. Obviously, I think we're going to need I don't know, it's advanced miner number 2 work. Can you dig diamonds with an osmium drill bit? It would help if I was trying to put it on a deposit. Oh, looks like I was. Okay, sorry. And got miner. Get some power going. Excellent. Alright, so we've got power set up. And batteries in. Go and get a bit of warmth. And Now we'll set up processors and gem cutters. There's the first splitter in, gem cutter, set that up, belt it up quickly, and standing in the entrance here you see I'm not suffering from cold, so that's crystal lenses or diamond drill bits. Quite how many diamond drill bits I need is I don't know, because I can't see what else we're going to use them for. Okay, so built a little warehouse, get that one belted up there. Oh no, it's because we'll want to take the diamond off into the first one. So that's whatever's going to come out of there, which I imagine we'll set up for crystal lenses. That one could go down, that can just be raw diamonds. So bosh bosh, that's good. Yeah, that looks good. Back inside, warm up a bit. Eat. And let's pop another gem cutter in. Let's set that on crystal lenses. Okay, so we've got our crystal lenses being produced. This one will be drill bits. Get you split, and I don't know, there might be something else we want to make from diamond in the future, so we'll just do that. So we've got another option easily. There we go. Split you from there to there. There. Go on. You go. Nice. Set you to drill bits. That's good. And belt you up to the warehouse. Brilliant. So we have, that's diamonds fully mined now. Everything you could want from a diamond. We'll just, what we're going to do, just check things are going into the warehouse maybe. Yep. Pop over here, have a quick look. Oh, yeah, look, everything's going in there nicely. It'll just take a little while for it to all build up. We'll come back in here, we'll expand this shelter a little bit in a second. Yeah, so come on. That's climate regulator. What do I need? Okay, there we go. We'll expand this place. Now all we're going to do is we're going to sit down here and we're just going to spend the next hour or so crafting components. I'm going to cut the video at this point to take us where we fly back, and I think we're going to set up the climate controller next. So I'll see you back at the ship. Okay, so we've crafted loads of components, filters, rotors, all sorts. If I can get this ship under control at any time, we're now going to head back to the Crow's Nest, which is my base in the middle of the map. But we're going to go for a bit of a fly around just to have a look at the world in general, and because I'm heading in completely the wrong direction. But you might notice that there have been quite a lot of changes and a lot of crashes. It doesn't ever seem to be any harm done from crashing, so we'll just get on with it. So there's an island over there which I had completely forgotten even existed. I've got no idea what might be over there. But then given I've got every resource available to me in the game so far, I've got no reason to go and look. So now we're heading much more back to our little Mediterranean area, and we'll have another little crash. And off we go again. We come up over here, we'll get into the bit of land that I've been managing. It's starting to look really rather beautiful now. It's all greening up. The water's getting bluer, which means our Our water purifiers are working. The lake over to the right there, that's starting to blow up nicely. And just generally all around here, it's really starting to become quite attractive. The island to the right of us there, that's the ultra hot region, which doesn't seem to be anymore. And there's my crow's nest, and we'll just come in here. And we didn't crash that time, but we did of course land on our nose, because nose landings, as every pilot knows, are the best ways to land all types of aircraft. Though it is actually a good way of landing a dirigible, but there aren't many of those, but they do like a nose landing. So what am I putting here? This is the atmospheric control tower. Now this is the beastie. This is the fella that changes the climate control for the whole of the landscape that we can see. Basically the planet as it is to us. And we get that fella put in. And that's one of the major objectives of the game completed. We will have to power it though, which I don't think I get completed in this episode. We'll need a couple of either thermal plants, because I think it takes 1,000 megawatts. So that's either 2 thermal plants or 1 nuclear plant. But we can't really put a nuclear plant in here because we have no source of refined uranium to pump into it. So that the nuclear power plant will have to go into one of the irradiated areas. As you can see, this is quite a beast of a structure, so we'll just let this continue. Actually, I'll speed it up. Well, as you can see, that's one big beastie. Nearly done. Okay, let's go take a snapshot of that, and then I'll totally forget to use it in my thumbnail, but we're doing it anyway. That looks pretty good. Crow's nest looks nice. I wish the building options were a bit more freehand in this game, because there's so much I'd like to do to the crow's nest. Like, I'd like to build it right into the mountain. Now I know you can sort of build into mountains, but I want to build it right in the mountain so that you can't actually see the majority of the structure. But you know, maybe we'll come back at a later time and have a really good go at that. So that's our atmosphere done. Again, I might move this at another time, put it somewhere where it's not so on view, but for the time being that'll do. So I guess now we're going to build the nuclear reactor. It's not a lot of point because we've got no uranium here, as I said. So this episode did say to nuclear reactor, so I guess we'll build it. So we're going to need a lot of components, which I won't bore you with. So that's a load of beams made. Now let's go and have a look, see if we can chuck one in. Put it round here somewhere, I guess. On a nuclear reactor, please. And we'll pop it here. And up it goes. Okay, so that's our nuclear reactor built. Let's just have a quick look at that. Spin round. Ooh, that's a big old thing, isn't it? It's got 2 inputs there, as you can see. want looks like water and obviously uranium. Moved a big chunk of the hill there. I don't like it. It's too close to the crow's nest. No, I don't like it there. I do really not liking that. Yeah, I think you can go. Yeah, cherry pie. Of course, I obviously haven't considered getting the resources into it yet. I've obviously modified the crow's nest at this point. I've lost the ground floor. You'll see it's now just floating in midair. So I want to sort that out at some point. Right. So obviously try to power this via solar power is ridiculous. So we're going to try the geothermal plant. Produces 650 to 1200 megawatts. Well, that should get us most of the way. So let's whack one of those in. Nope. Nope. Move it over a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, not that. No, there. Ah, lovely. So get you built. Not as impressive as the nuclear installation. Still a big beastie, though. And again, once again, ruining my crow's nest, sadly. But I guess we could move elsewhere. I mean, there's a fairly high mountain directly opposite me there. I could go up there. I don't know. There's options. So this thing's nearly built now. Let's just watch that finish off. Yeah, there's a good-looking thing. Have we got any stats? No. We're going to look at the stats. Yeah, we're going to go down and have a look. Fall in a hole. And that is producing... it's producing some. That's got that puppy working anyway. Not at full efficiency. Right. So that wasn't enough to get us going. So I think we're going to have to build another geothermal plant. Bit of flying about here. Yep, we got all the components we need for another one. Where are we going to put it? Over here somewhere? I guess so. Somewhere around here. Yep, let's get it. And yeah, I can go in somewhere around here. Bingo. Yep, that looks pretty good there. Okay, so what do we need for another geothermal plant? All right, we need plated connectors, osmium drills. I guess we'll go and make some of those then. So back into the now very inconvenient floating crow's nest. So we'll go on downstairs and come on, there we go. And we shall do some assembly work. Which floor is this on? Where did I put the workbench? Ah! Come on. There it is. Right, so what do I need to make here? No, you want... Yeah, so yes, we need plated connectors and osmium drill. So, we're in here. We're going to make the various components we're missing, plated connectors, osmium drills, and the third power plant, geothermal power plant will go in. That won't give us all the power we require, but it'll get us up pretty close. And this session's getting boring now. So we'll get that done. And we're going out here and where should we put it? Let's drop it down low again. So pop it down here somewhere. Put it in there. Pop it in there. Come on. Bosh bosh. Back up to the top. Whizzy quick, grow it. And no change yet. I guess it takes a little while to warm up. So 65% power at the moment. We should be getting better than that. Now, at this point, I'm going to make some massive changes to the crow's nest. The changes that I make, I end up hating. So I'm really not going to bore you with all of that. So we'll skip through that. As you can see, massive changes. We've actually made it almost unusable now. Getting in through the front door is nigh on impossible. So let's just have a look over here. Power, yeah, total in network 4845. How's this beast doing? We're up to 95%, so that's good enough. We'll get there. That's more than enough. So our little geothermal plants are giving us all we need. Yeah, let's go back inside. Oh no, we'll just hang around on the roof a bit, just look around. And I wonder if we can see the atmosphere starting to turn bluer yet. Probably not. The first thing that will really happen is you'll start to notice mist. There'll be a lot of mist over the ground in the mornings. But the atmosphere does turn blue. And it really becomes rather pleasant when it does. So anyway, this is sort of pretty much what we've created in the last episode. There's 3 geothermal plants. Our little gold mine down there doing its gold mine thingy. And the changes to the crow's nest, as I say, I'm not going to bore you with because I am some. Look, you see the blue on the horizon now? That's starting to come on quite nicely. So we're going to cut. We'll cut back to inside. Right, let's put a planet analyzer in backwards and have a look what's going on. So we've done 41 out of 50 for the planet atmospheric control tower. Our next things, we've got to build habitats, T1, T2s. And yeah, so we've pretty much come to the end of this episode. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit the like and subscribe if you did. And I hope you join me again for the last episode, episode 16.